Alright guys, as you might notice, this one's looking a little different. Um, I'm actually sitting in a car. Sitting in a car playing. I have about an hour and a half to kill. So I thought it seemed like a pretty good time to go ahead and work on the old house. So what we're looking at here, we're just building our roof, and I think probably around these edges we're going to use stairs. You'll see that in a minute. Just to make it a little more aesthetically pleasing. We're going to get rid of that because, as you saw last episode, if you watched that, I was burning myself on it quite a bit. And let's go ahead and get dirt too. I'm just using this as like scaffolding, right? Dirt is great for that because it allows you to get up and down, which is of course something that we very much want to do, but also without wearing out our pickaxe, which is something that we don't want to do. We're currently running an iron pickaxe, and that's going to be a little bit more resource intensive to replace when we have to replace it, so we want to avoid that if at all possible. So this is a little high up, I believe, for us to be running at it from the ground. Maybe we can, but I think for now I'm going to try to just... Nope, it wouldn't let me do that. I was hoping it was going to let me run across, just like run across the area there. And just hold down the mouse button. But let's see if we... Okay, if we're right there, we can make it work. See, like T-minus 7 seconds or whatever until I fall into my, into the stairway for the mine area. But so far, we seem to be doing good. And we're gonna need more diorite. Might as well grab it. Might get a little bit darker in here once we get that roof on. You know, we'll deal with it when it comes. Looks like we have more than enough diorite, which is just lovely. I like to make sure my stacks are pretty set up there in sets of 64. We're gonna have to clean the inventory after that. And now that I've put that that sort of like not pylon, what's the word? I want that beam sticking out. I realize that's actually gonna get in my way. But I'll just move and I'll run them perpendicular instead. So when you're building out a house in Minecraft, one of the mistakes, or not mistakes, I mean nothing, you know, what does Bob Ross say? There are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. Nothing is really a mistake because you can you know design however you want. But one reason that people put Minecraft houses together and they're like, well, this doesn't look very good and I don't understand why, is that the houses, they lack dimension. They're just like perfectly square. So there's a lot of like kind of little things that you can add to give the house a little bit of dimension. There are a lot of sort of different blocks or pieces that'll let you do that. And we'll go over a few of those. Stairs are one of the big ones. Stairs are one of my favorites. But we'll get to that in just a second here. Go ahead and fill the roof in. Alright, our roof is filled in. As you can see, it's gotten significantly darker in here. Once we're a little bit more built up, we have a little bit more resources, we're going to kind of explore options for lighting the house that are a little bit more elegant than what we're doing now. Generally speaking, you know, when I do lighting, I like it. I really dislike that those stick out like that, but you can't really see them, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. Generally speaking, when, you know, I do a house, I do lighting inside it. Of course, lighting is one of the most important things. I like to try to make everything pretty much, what's the word I want? Not equidistant, but I like it to match. I can't remember what the word is for two things that are the same on either side. It'll come to my head later. It'll come to my head probably after I finish recording. And we're just going to temporarily, I'm going to throw a block up here. This is not going to be elegant, and it won't be staying there, but I don't like that the ceiling gets dark spots. It's not going to hurt anything if it has dark spots in there, right? It's not going to be a problem. But I don't know, it just looks better. It's just nicer. It's just nicer, right? Okay, so a couple of things we're going to want to address here. First of all, well, it's nighttime, so we're going to sleep soon. We're going to want to see, are we going to want to build on top of this? My thought is that we're going to want to build on top of this. I think I'm going to do a second level. The other thing that I'm thinking, and I talked about this a little bit before, is that we might want a basement, which is going to be interesting for us. I need to actually make a little, we're just going to do a kind of like, can I do that? Just jump out in the tree. I just want to do a little bit of a porch there. I think probably we'll end up doing a porch all the way around, actually. Because, oh, that's the worst. Because it's just so helpful to have a porch. Just to be able to even just circumvent the outside of your house. I did it again, you guys. And now, now I'm going to have to tower back up. Wow. This is just a astounding amount of competence from me. Okay, we're back in, we're good, we're happy. I'm going to close the doors. We're going to go ahead and call it a night for tonight before the strange and the scary and the otherworldly things come out, because we don't want to worry about that. You might notice too, by the way, I forget whether I said this or not, that I don't currently have a camera on. That's pretty much deliberate. I don't, you know, I'm sitting in a car. The laptop's kind of angled down. I don't particularly think that everybody here needs to be looking up my nose. It's just not a pleasant sight. So we're going to go ahead and skip that one. I did just see a creeper out there, which I don't love, but we'll deal with it when we come to it. I'm probably going to want to close that up. That's just not very elegant. In fact, really, this entire hole is not very elegant. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, it's working for now. I don't know if it's really going to be worth going to the trouble of filling the entire thing back in. I guess I could close it off and just leave it there, but I don't even love doing that. Okay, so yeah, it's looking pretty good from here. It's looking pretty good. Let's jump over here a little bit. Take a look. It's not bad. I don't love the fact that we are 2 blocks high in the top, but not 2 blocks in the bottom. I might go ahead and run a row of blocks kind of like underneath along the porch in order to compensate for that and give it a little balance. The other thing I think we're going to do is I think we're going to build a new tower right there. So I'm just trying to decide how big it should be. The most efficient kind of tower to do is a 3x3. And then the way you climb the tower is by putting your, just putting ladders inside, basically the same way this works. And that just leaves a 1 block hole in the center, and that's what you go down. But my concern with this is that I need to eat. My concern with this is that a 3x3 tower is going to look really small and kind of diminutive, kind of not very pleasant in comparison to this relatively large house. So I'm wondering if I need to do a 4x4 or even like a 5x5 tower. Okay, so this is our edge, right? Well, let's go ahead and build that porch out, because I think that's something whoop, not that door. I thought this is where I built the porch. Is it not? What side was that? I'm all turned around. So what happens when you don't have a compass? Is it this side? No, this faces out to the ocean, right? Yeah, it can't be that. I just locked myself out. Again, as always, guys, just a bastion of competence. Yeah, over there it is. This is where the porch... Okay, yes, I got it. All right. So let's build out our porch. Probably really we're gonna want a couple of blocks. Not just the one, but let's just start with this. Get this porch put on here. That probably will help it look a little bit better anyway. And still trying to figure out what I want to do for the tower. So, like, really, the thing about how, if you're going for maximum efficiency, like I said, 3x3 tower, absolutely going to be the way to go. There's no better way to make it. And one of the reasons that we want a tower at all, of course, is that it makes our... Oh, I did not. It makes our... there's our favorite mushroom over there. I forgot about him. But yeah, having that nice tall tower, it makes our home very visible. Very easy to see. I'm actually going to run low on diorite. I didn't think it would happen. We'll have to find more diorite. I think I might have some in the bottom. I'm not sure. Huh. But yeah, now I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Oh, right, towers. Yeah. So the what we're probably going to want, we're going to want a tower for is, there are a couple of things. I mean, yeah. Like I said, it's going to make our house real easy to see, real easy to get back to, which of course is something we want. It's even nice, even if you do have a locator map, which is going to allow you to locate your house, to get back to it. It's still just it's really nice to be able to see it. When you're coming home from a long, expedition or an escapade, or whatever, it's even kind of just like a nice welcoming sight, when you see your home over, in the distance with the lights shining and everything like that. It's just super nice. Speaking of lights shining, I'm gonna go ahead. I know I'm being kind of excessive with the lights here, but I'm gonna just toss some down in the corners. When you're thinking about lights, one of the issues that you can run into with lights is that you need everything. I meant to put that a block out. So you need everything to be a certain light level inside your structure. You want to have a certain light level, and the reason for that is if you don't, then monsters will spawn. Which, if you're not familiar with the terminology, that means appear. Monsters will spawn inside your structure, and they'll attack you. Which, if you haven't surmised this yet, that's bad. That's what we don't want. We're not looking for that to happen. No monster attacks here are going to go. I'm going to lose that iron pickaxe soon. Oh, it's raining. We got this finished just in time. That's great. That's great for us. No rain in here. We're just in lovely shape. Okay, this was all cooking food. I'm going to need to go ahead and empty some of this stuff out. We have 3 iron bar. Okay, that's 1 pickaxe. I mean, that's all right, I suppose. That's not a bad thing. Totally forgot what I was saying. Witness now the power of completely unmedicated ADHD. Yeah, let's just go. I'm not even going to worry too much about the organization now. We're just going to clear the old inventory. Oh, we do have another iron pickaxe. That's wonderful. I guess we'll smelt this copper. Copper is so, not useful. And I'm just not a fan of it. What's happening in this chest? Okay, this is like a junk chest, which actually I don't love. I don't love a junk chest. I did, by the way, guys, I did find a village. I don't think I mentioned that in the last one. But I did find a village, which is great. And we can visit there in a little bit, because none of y'all actually saw the village. It's not, overall, it's actually not that amazing of a village, to tell the truth. I did pick up, as you can see, I did pick up a little bit of bread. So, that was nice. Where's my chest? I should be well equipped to make a chest here. There it is. Wait, is it? Yes. Okay. Good. We're going to want a chest here. I'm going to go ahead and expand. Is this my good chest? This is my good chest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and expand that, because we have a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily want to carry. But of course I don't want to get rid of either. Of course, that would not be good at all. I was creating stone. I forgot about that. We were going to accent our house with stone. Okay. Well, we'll get there. Let's go ahead. I do want to be carrying around these oak planks, I think. Why? Oh, because these are oak planks and these are jungle planks. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to ditch our birch logs for now. More jungle planks here. Let's get everything nice and organized. It is good to carry wood. Wood is definitely a good thing. Let's get rid of some of our cobblestone. We'll keep our ladders. Those are more jungle planks. I keep running into them. There's so many. Okay. We're not going to want the wool. We can get rid of that. If you're on a computer, by the way, if you want to move from chest to your inventory or vice versa, you can do a little, you can hold down your shift key and just press the thing you want to move, and it'll move. And the really nice thing about that too is that what will happen when you do that is that it'll fly right into the place that it should be, right? So if you already have 30 cobblestone in your inventory and you have another 30 sitting in your chest, if you press the 30 cobblestone in your inventory, they'll fly right into the same place as the 30 in your chest, no matter how many you actually have there. There it is. Okay. All right. We're looking pretty good here. I realized that I ditched my food, which I didn't want to do. Where? Did I not have cooked chicken? I swear I had cooked chicken. Where did I put it? I swear I had some. It's staring me right in the face, isn't it? And I'm missing it. Where did I put the chicken? I swear I had some. Oh, I took it out of the furnace and I put it back into the cook spot in the furnace. That wasn't particularly wise. What if we just sleep through this? Alright, brand new day, brand new day, brand new day. What is our next objective? Let me think here. Ooh, alright. Keep having to stop. Keep getting texts I have to answer. For shame. So rude of me. So rude of me, you guys. I should never. Okay, so where are we at here? What do we want to do? We still really need iron. We really need iron. We're going to need iron, and we're going to need redstone. Now, if I haven't talked about redstone, what is redstone? What redstone does is it acts basically like electrical wire in Minecraft. It can both create electricity, so it's an electrical source, and as well as doing that, it can also move the electricity from one location to another. So it does all kinds of interesting things, right? The thing that we specifically need it for is going to be called a locator map. And this, by the way, is where all that diorite was that I cleared out. And did I not have enough? Oh, no. I was... Okay. So I thought that I'd continued with the path down here. But I guess I didn't. So this is as low as I went. Okay, we're back to stone. And let's go ahead and... Whoa, we got water. We have water. Now, we have a couple kind of choices to make here. Because we're hitting what's called an aquifer, like an underground sort of... No, I didn't want to do that. Underground sort of river. So, like, do we want to keep trying to tunnel through that? Let's see. We might want to keep... Okay, so it looks like it was just kind of that little bit there. And we'll go ahead and keep going through. We want to get ourselves pretty low. Once we get low enough, we're going to start seeing a couple of different resources. If you get very, very low, you'll see what's called bedrock, which is sort of a kind of like a white and black sort of stone. It's pretty much impossible to break. And we're not going to try to break it, but that is what indicates to us that we've reached the absolute bottom of the world. I'm a little annoyed here because I'm putting in more torches than I would have to. Because again, you guys, I'm quite literally sitting in a car playing Minecraft, and the light from outside, the light from the sun is glaring on my screen, which is a matte screen, but it doesn't seem to matter too much. Oh, we did have some coal there. I thought I glimpsed coal out of the corner of my eye. We'll go ahead and cut that out. Actually, what I'm doing is not the best idea in the whole world. Just, cutting it out without worrying about what's inside. Could easily have water come down on us, or lava. Now, if you have water come down on you, not the end of the world. Typically, you can get out. Just as in real life, lava, much bigger deal. Not really something that we want to mess with. And once you start getting a little ways underground, it's quite possible to find lava. Even to have it just come squirting out of the walls at you. Which is an unpleasant experience, and generally, unless you have... contingency plan, a way to get away, you're probably going to become deceased when that lava hits you, right? So, not what you call an ideal situation there, but I'm kind of living on the ragged edge of the law here. I'm being a little bit reckless, just sort of jumping in. But in terms of tunneling straight down, the way that I'm doing this, we can actually keep from any risk with lava, typically. Because I'm standing with one foot on either block, it's gonna, if anything shows up beneath, I'll see it before I get rid of the next block, and that way we're always staying safe. Looks like we got some more coal there. Now, so this kind of thing is where it can get a little bit iffy, because if I get lava coming out of the wall here, I'm very much trapped. And actually, I'll make myself slightly less trapped by putting in stairs, but there's still a very real risk that we could be injured or it's the nicest way to say it, become temporarily deceased, because of course nothing really is permanently deceased in Minecraft, at least you as the player on it. So one of the things I was kind of hoping here is that maybe we would be running across a little bit more iron. It used to be that you would find more iron lower down. It's not like that anymore. Now in Minecraft, most iron is located higher up. That's where the higher concentrations are, so that's around level 100, above what would be the Minecraft version of sea level. But usually when you're tunneling straight down, like, it's still distributed kind of relatively well throughout the map. Look at that. There it is. So now I can't complain, but yeah, usually when you're tunneling straight down, you're still going to hit iron, because it's a relatively common resource. And we're going to hit our least favorite element there, or not element, but, you know, copper. Copper, just not helpful. Just not helpful, really. You know, don't like to be negative on anything. You know, it's always nice to get resources. Of course, we should always be grateful for what we have, but copper not helping us in the early game, really. So our mood towards that is going to be kind of ambivalent. One thing I'm kind of wondering here is how my battery's going to last through this. I am totally on battery. I do have a plug in the back of my vehicle. You know, I don't know if my cord will stretch. I guess I could try it. I could try it if I wanted to, but we'll just see for now how long we can run on battery. We are about to run out of stairs, but that's okay. It's probably about time for a trip to the top anyway. We've got to be getting pretty far down now, I would think. Probably not to the very, very, very bottom, but certainly pretty far down. Now, if we get really lucky, once we get far down enough, what do you want? What's the most precious stone out there? Of course, everybody knows it's diamonds, right? I don't know if that's actually true, but in Minecraft it is. You can use diamonds to craft armor. You can use diamonds to craft weapons. You can use diamonds to craft tools. They really are quite lovely. And diamond tools, diamond armor protects better. Diamond tools, of course, last quite a bit longer and cut through things more quickly. So they're going to be something that we want. That's going to be really good for us to have. I'm shutting off that copper there, but again, copper not going to be something that we really want to worry too much about. Oh, let me see. I should be able to craft... Oh, look at that. We have 7 iron. Isn't that beautiful? So I should be able to craft myself some more stairs here. I'm just going to recklessly use pretty much all my sticks. Where are my stairs? Stairs are just sticks, right? I thought they were. Oh, I make this mistake all the time, and I forget that I need to have a crafting table to build most things. So don't be like me. Remember that you do need a crafting table to build most things. That's going to be necessary for you. And there you go. We can make 33 ladders. So I'm just going to hold down shift and get those. And I think that'll be fine for now. If we go down another 33, I would think that we would really start finding some pretty good stuff. There is a chance to, and you know, this is a big reason for doing the 2-block mining method, that we come through in the top of a cave. That's not going to be my favorite thing in the universe. And the reason for that is that we really just aren't equipped to deal with a cave right now. Caves, of course, very dark, generally unpleasant, a little bit scary. And because of this, heavily populated by monsters, what are sometimes called mobs. I don't really know why they're called mobs. I'm just going to call them monsters. And here we go. What are we hitting? Look at that. I said it would happen, and it did. We are in a cave. We're coming through into a cave. Let's go ahead. I'm going to cut away some of the ceiling to see if I can get a little bit of a better view. We're also hitting what's called deep slate, which is that black rock you see there. Not black rock like the massive financial firm that owns all of us, but actual black rocks. Great to build with, really lovely. I see we have some D right there as well. Do take a while to cut through if you don't have diamond, which of course I don't. But what that indicates to us is that we're getting down pretty deep. There's something down there. Oh, one of my torches dropped. That's it. I don't know if I want to go down there. I don't know if I'm super comfortable with that at this time. One issue you can run into is skeletons as well. Skeletons, of course, do have... Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big cave. Yeah, we're probably not going to... Whoops, I switched. We're probably not going to mess with that too much right now. What we really need to do... We really need more iron to be able to mess with caves. Because what we want is we want better armor. That's going to very much accentuate our chances of survival here. And we don't... Right now, our chances of survival are, I would characterize them as kind of mid. That's a ways down, too. That's a ways down. So I do see... Just kind of cut along here. I do see that we have some... I don't even know why I'm cutting this all away. I'm just trying to get a better view. But really, the problem actually mostly is that I have the sun shining down on my monitor, making it quite difficult to see. We might have to end up going back up because, yeah, I just can't see anything. But I'd like to explore this cave. Where? Okay, there's the passage up. When we come down here again, and we will be coming down here again, yes, absolutely, because we want all of those lovely resources in there. But when we come down here again, I'm going to make sure that I light up the exit area, the egress area, so where we were just at, where we're going to enter the cave, light that up really well, really nicely, to make sure it's easy to get back to it. It's quite easy to get into kind of like a panic situation in caves, where, you know, you're running around, you're freaking out a little bit. It's a little bit scary because you're getting hit by monsters, and, you know, what you really need to do, your best course of action is to retreat. I need to close that top. That cannot be like that. But you can run into issues with retreating because you don't know where to retreat to. So I always make sure that when I'm entering a cave like that, where I'm going to go into is going to be just very well lit, very easy to see. Has easily accessible stairs or a ladder there, you know, just kind of something that I can run up in and sort of a panic, right? Did we pick up more? Yeah, we did. It's weird how I got exactly 64 coal, and we'll just cook the rest of the copper, I guess. It's still continues to be really not very useful for us. Really not very useful. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. Not quite sure what to do. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is close this off, actually. I'm pretty sure about that. There we go. That'll be more than good enough. We need iron. Really, the place that we should be looking for iron is higher up. So for us, that would basically be like directly underneath here. So, like, kind of over here, maybe, but that's probably too low. Maybe, like, over here. Or that's right. Okay, this is where I started mining for iron, but I wasn't finding very much. It just wasn't a lot cropping up. We did cut a bunch of holes in the mountain. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit more mining here, just to see if we can, you know, get anything to come up. It would just be lovely to have... I mean, I know, I can go right to diamond. I can, like, that's possible. I can do it. But it's not as easy. You know, it's nice to have, that's such a big drop right there. It's just really nice to have, you know, the iron armor first. I'm just a little leery. Just a little bit leery of going in without the iron armor, going into that cave system. I mean, maybe I just need to go for it. It's kind of silly to worry about. I mean, I'm not genuinely worried about it. It's just a game. But of course, especially with literally anyone watching me, I'm trying not to be a big old doofus here and go and get myself killed in the just in the very first cave I'm going into. That's hardly ideal. Not what we're looking for. If I were to rate that action, I would give it a 0 out of 10. Not the vibe, as they say. Not at all the vibe. You know what is kind of a vibe though is having all these little like exits out of the mountain here. I just think this is kind of fun. Though I do have to point out again that I'm not finding any iron. Nothing. Nothing. Is there anything that I didn't dig through? We do have diorite there. I guess I might as well get diorite, and like maybe we'll hit iron on the way. Maybe we'll hit some iron on the way. You never know. We should, like I said before, we should be at about the level where we should be seen. We should, it should have the, well, I can't word. We should have the highest probability of finding iron in this area. This should be like a really good place for us. I have to have made, yeah, there we go, okay. Pig, how do you get in here? Oh, he must have come from outside. Well, I can't, I mean, really, you know, as always, I need to make bacon. My love for bacon is strong and powerful, perhaps more powerful than any other love that any of you or really anyone in history has experienced. But gosh, the little guy did so much good work getting in here. I guess I might as well just let him live here. I don't know if he'll despawn, which means disappear. He might once I leave the area, but I don't know. We'll let him see what he's gonna do. We'll let him run around a little bit, check the area out, check the location out. Who knows? Maybe he is an iron sniffing pig. Maybe he'll lead me to iron. Wouldn't that be wonderful to have a pig who could sniff out iron and just let us know where it's at? We would win the game easily with an iron sniffing pig. But I don't think that actually exists in this game. In fact, I'm relatively certain, close to 100%, I would even say, that it's not a thing. So we're not going to have our iron sniffing pig. We're going to have to give up on that dream, unfortunately. But we are doing well with diorite. I did already have a decent amount of diorite, but like I said before, I really am going to want that nice, nice white tower rising up there on the side of it, and you'll kind of see the design idea that I have for this when I start to build it, even though I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it yet. I haven't decided, exactly how wide I want it to be. I'm kind of veering towards doing a 5x5, even though it's so much less efficient. But aesthetics are important to me. Different people play Minecraft different ways. A lot of people are like really high aesthetics players. Shout out to Waddles if you've watched people playing Minecraft on YouTube. No way you haven't seen Waddles. The dude is an absolute savant at Minecraft, and creates, and very funny as well. But he creates just some of the most beautiful, just the loveliest structures I've seen in the game. He just does a really fantastic job. So I try to make things efficient, but I don't like playing for efficiency alone. It just I don't feel good. I don't feel happy. I'm not having fun if I'm going back to a house that doesn't look nice, or if I'm doing builds that don't look nice. Right now, I think it's probably reasonable to say that the build doesn't look all that nice. It's not the best. It's not the best in the whole world, but hopefully we'll be able to clear that up. I'm thinking maybe even the addition of a tower is going to help us out. Yep, we're just coming out on the side over and over again. No iron. One of the places that you can do really well with iron is if you happen to run across, there are areas called biomes. Again, remember, it's called a biome in Minecraft, where it's pretty much just rock. It's just like a rock field, right? And those are just great places for finding iron, because a lot of the time it's just exposed, and you can just see it. You can just see it right out there in the open. This is also true of caves. A lot of the time you'll see iron out in the open, clearly visible, just ready for you to pick it up. But we got to enter the cave to make that dream a reality. We have to actually go in. And I'm just not sure. I'm also not sure why I'm carrying a chest. So we're going to put the chest in the chest. Chestception. We'll say, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, because I'm really not sure. There's so many different things that I want to do. I just can't pick between them. One of the things that I want to do is move this, because this is actually where I'm going to end up putting the tower in once I decide exactly what I want to do with that. So we'll go ahead and install these in a different location. And we'll just kind of get rid of, we'll put that stone in there. I think I may use that for building material. We'll hang on to the iron. I'll just put the coal. I didn't realize I had so much. Charcoal, we'll get rid of that as well because I don't want it taking up an extra inventory spot. Plenty of oak logs, so we can drop those oak planks and just hang on to our oak logs. Same with the stick. We'll pare down our inventory a little bit. And I'm getting tempted now. I'm getting tempted to go out and explore a little bit. We need to be able to get onto the roof. Maybe that's going to be our next thing here. I guess that means that I'm going to have to build the tower. I'm going to have to. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and build the tower. Let's do it. Oh wait, before we do that, I'm going to put these down. I think that right here will be fine. Whoops. If you want to put a item that you can open on top of another item, you just crouch down and then use your left there. And I'll just put some coal in one of these, but we're not cooking anything right this second, so we can take care of that later as well. Yeah, I'm thinking right here is where we're going to want the tower. This is going to be our tower. And the way that I want this to look is like, so it's partially integrated with the house, right? That's the general idea. You might be laughing at me or wondering why, in fact, I have built this area out and I'm now just destroying it again. That's because I'm not very smart. So you're just going to have to live with that, unfortunately. It is just kind of the way that life works. Let's get ourselves just a little bit of diorite here. Well, we might as well get more, I suppose. And we'll start building out. Okay. So, if I go out to, I think that's going to get me a pretty big tower. So what we're going to do here actually is I'm going to, we're just going to build it up, just a few blocks, just a few. We're going to have to go to bed soon. Yeah, just a few. And I'm gonna eyeball it from the ground to see how it looks. A few more, I think. I know my house is open now, but this high up, with it lit, and most of this stuff kind of suspended in the air, we're not really gonna be in any huge danger from any kind of monsters attacking us. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're going to sleep real quick. We're going to sleep. Going to jump into the old bed, get your beauty sleep. Everybody should. At least 7 hours a day is ideal. I don't do that, but I wish that I could. A little low in battery, too. We might have to make an impromptu kind of early end to this. Okay, so we've got our partially built thing. What I want to do now is I want to jump out. Just jump out here real quick into the outside and see how that looks proportionally. Yes, I think that will be good. I'm even wondering if it's a little big. It's a little big. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting if I do that, because what's going to happen is that I'm going to need to extend it down, right? So it looks good, but that's going to extend down, I think, almost to the bottom of the cliff face. So I might, gosh, maybe I should make a rectangular one instead of square. I always think square. No, I should make a square one. Let's go ahead. I'm going to run back up to the top here. We're going to pare it down just a little bit and see if it looks any better that way. So right now I think it is a little too imposing. Obviously imposing is good, but it's possible to be too imposing. You always want to be tasteful with your designs, and I think that we are kind of getting to the area being a little bit too imposing here. Okay, so that's where it's going to come in. It's only going to stick out by 1 block here. I think if I'm right, if I have my dimensions correct, I should be able to just jump down there, and I should be able to pick all those up pretty much. Didn't mean to do that. Just right in the area where our ladders down below come out. I should be able to grab the majority of these. Some of them are going to go onto the cliffside. You know, we'll probably just chalk that up as a loss at this point because I don't really want to go after them. One of the ways, I haven't done it yet because I just don't have enough iron, but one of the ways you can make ladders like this a little bit faster is you can actually just cut just a little hole in the bottom and fill it with water. And one of the kind of interesting things about Minecraft, yeah, okay, so we have a lot of them there. One of the interesting things about Minecraft, and there are many interesting things, of course, but water will cushion any fall. It doesn't matter how high up it is. It doesn't matter how much water, too. It only has to be 1 block deep. In real life, of course, this will not work. Strongly recommend that you do not try it. In real life, water will cushion your fall to some degree, but not to the degree that it does in Minecraft. But in Minecraft, we can happily go right ahead and fall from like 200 blocks up into quite literally 1 block of water, and that's completely fine. You'll fall with no damage whatsoever. Yeah, I think that's better. I think I'm just going to roll with it. Now it kind of is looking a little bit small to me. A little bit smaller than I would prefer, but I just don't know that there's any good way around that. I don't know that there's any good way around it being either just a little bit too big or a little bit too small. So let's leave it like that. We're going to have to both build down and build up to make this make sense. So I want it to be kind of like in the cliff face. How far down are we going to have to do that? Let's see. Make sure I don't fall. Oh, that's still going to have to go pretty far down. That's still pretty far down. That's unfortunate, but I think probably what's going to end up happening then, we're going to have to do a really finicky, tricky construction. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that for now. Let's just leave it like that. We're going to go with efficiency. Okay, we're gonna do efficiency. And what I'm going to do here, let's grab the old bed. We'll put that there. And we can probably put ladders in the way up. I think that'll be fine for us. This will be our entrance here. And it looks like I am getting the notification that I'm going to run out of battery relatively soon. So I don't really want to idle my car necessarily, you know, just to be able to. Not that, of course, I don't love everybody here, but I don't necessarily want to use all of that gas just to be able to, you know, record my Minecraft game. So I think we're going to cut it off there and jump back into it at a later date.